I did want to go over to this 5-team trade, and there's been a lot of talk about Jimmy Butler. I'm sure, even, covering the NFL, you've probably seen all the drama with Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler. Kevin O'Connor put out this 5-team trade, which there's been a lot of reporting that if Jimmy does get down, it'll be anywhere from a 3 to 5-team trade, but kind of wanted to react to it. So it says Jimmy Butler goes to the Suns, Bulls get Beal and picks, Bucks get Levine, Heat get Middleton, Connaughton, and picks, and the Detroit Pistons get Bobby Portis. So what do you kind of think of like a trade like this for the Pistons? You mentioned you need more stretch fours. Bobby Portis, I think, would qualify as a stretch four, and he's a defender. What would you make of a trade like this if it did go down?
Bobby Portis is a Detroit Piston.
Yeah.
He's a Piston. He's a guy. He's the stretch four you need. The guy plays hard on both ends of the floor. He is competitive. He's physical. And from everything that we read, he is a great locker room guy. That right there is the type of trade that you need, because also not only are you getting what you need from him as far as production wise. I mean, I believe this. I mean, right now, just looking at it, this guy 13, 8. And 47% from the field. Yes, grab that. And on top of it, you're getting another veteran in the locker room, battle tested, playoff tested, knows how to win. Yes, if you're able to get a Bobby Portis in Detroit, make that move. I would most definitely make that move.
Well, not only that, Kory, but could you imagine a Bobby Portis, Isaiah Stewart, or Ron Holland off your bench?
That's first off the. Okay, I almost said something that almost got you yanked off of YouTube, but I'll just say it like this: Isaiah Stewart, Bobby Portis, Ron Holland. That right there is probably 3 of your 5 all NBA scrap team right there. So, I mean, yes, having those guys off the bench. I mean, you're adding scrappiness, you're adding competitors. I don't know how realistic that deal would go down, but if the Pistons are able to grab somebody like that, I want to look up his contract real quick, but I would most definitely just off of the player that I've seen from Bobby Portis, that is somebody that I would entertain. I'm about to look up his contract real quick, because obviously I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know it off the top of my head. If it's a solid deal, I mean, why not? Like, let me see right here. Bobby Portis. So he'll have this offseason. He'll have going into next season. He's getting 20. He's getting paid 12.5 this year. Next year, you have a player option for 13.4, and then an unrestricted free agent. So I mean, yeah, if you can get a guy like that in here, and the thing is, he's basically getting paid the same thing that Isaiah Stewart's getting paid. Yes, why not?
Yeah, I've been kind of screaming for Bobby Portis because he just felt like a Detroit Piston for a few years. Just the type of player he is. And like, I know, like, when we talk about stretch fours, like the first player that come to Pistons fans' mind is Lauri Markkanen, but that's very unrealistic. Like, the guy just got paid. He got paid like a number 1 option. I don't really think a Lauri Markkanen, especially with Danny Ainge being the GM, would be a move that the Pistons could pull off, because you know how many draft picks the guys is going to want to get. But Bobby Portis, I think, is a sneaky, under the radar, a good B minus player, and not to mention, like, there's some chemistry there with Malik Beasley from last year. I mean, you could have Malik Beasley off the bench talking shit, and then you got to go through Bobby Portis and Isaiah Stewart. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.